Elephant Man Podcast Network, grown man conversations dealing with elephants in the room. What's going on? This your man, DBZ. It's a Friday night. We're having a good time. It's cold. It's about time for the winter time up here. But subscribe, like, share. Again, Facebook page coming soon. I might just have to carve out an hour and a half, 2 hours. Might not even have to take that long. And go ahead and put the Facebook page up. Go to YouTube, subscribe, like, share, man. Good to see everybody. Good to hear from everybody, man. God bless you guys, man. It's all good. Shalom, brother. So listen, man, I got a chance to watch the debate. It was more civil than the first debate. I watched it twice. I like literally watched it back to back. First time I was cracking up at the end, man, because I couldn't believe it, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. When I'm gonna read that James scripture. I'm gonna read James. If I can get to James, man. If I can get to it, man, I should have had it ready. But basically saying, let no man. Okay, James 1:13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away by his own lust and enticed. Then when lust is conceived, it brings forth sin. And when sin is finished, it brings forth death. James 1:13. Man, we are drawn away by our own lust, man. Lust of the flesh, lust of the eye, pride of life, man. And we are wanting control of our lives in such a way that we're making crazy decisions, man. And again, we try to make the 45, I don't want to say his name on my stuff. We try to make him a God, or we try to make 45 a Christian. We try to make 45 a Republican. He's none of those. He's none of those, right? And then we think he's just going to come in on that old money, and they say he's going to drain the cesspool, drain the swamp of Washington, and do all of these mighty things. And he's a man of God, and doing all of this stuff, man. And I'm not mocking him, man, but clearly, and then so the people who back him and support him, they don't care what he say, they don't care what he do. They're like, man, he just flat out, in my opinion, he's a flat out racist. You feel what I'm saying? He's done things time and time again. Before his 3 years in office, before that, he's done and said things that were just flat out racist, man. And folk just like, I don't care. You know what I mean? They don't care. That's that drawn away by their own lust. Why? Because he's doing something for the interest of a certain group of people. And so they like, man, he's going to restore or make something great or make something good. And the other guy is going to just tear it up and have it all messed up. You know what I mean? And it's real funny, too, his campaign saying, you don't want this to be Joe's, this is what Joe's America would look like. But the pictures he took was from the pictures during his America, the term he's in office. He took recent pictures. This is what your America looked like. And so lust of the flesh, lust of the eye, pride of life. Christians call themselves Christian. They got scales over their eyes, man, and they're not coming to the knowledge of the truth of what's going on with this guy, man. And it's incredible to me, man. The stuff he say, the stuff he do, and he lies, and folk just eat it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm the greatest president since Abraham Lincoln. I did more for blacks than since Abraham Lincoln, and I'm the least racist person in this building. Well, that's your opinion. I feel you on that. And you got these numbers about unemployment and number about crime. He just come off the dome with these numbers, and people eat it up and people believe it. And it's so deceptive that it's sickening. It is amazing. But like the children of Israel, they wanted a king. Yahweh was their king, right? They couldn't see him. They wanted a tangible king. And upon their lust, they chose Saul. You know what I mean? And Saul was riding and doing his thing for the first minute, but then after a while, Saul started getting bogus. You feel what I'm saying? And then even after God said, you know what, I'm finna go get a king after my own heart. he still was like, man, walk out on the platform with me, so it can still seem like God is with me, man. People do not understand. We got all these folk, all these prophets, all these apostles. That's what I'm really. That's what I'm really. I know we prophesy in part and we preach in part, but I'm really disappointed in the so-called apostles and the prophets today. I think that they would give us a rhema word. A rhema word is a right now word. Logos word is come from the written word, but rhema word is straight inspired from the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Ghost. And man, they eating it up too, man. And they think the only two sins is um, abortion and homosexuality. Like the sin of racism, white supremacy, the how they treating, even if we wasn't the people, right? Shout out to all Israel that's awakening and woke. I believe with the biblical Hebrews, the scriptures, Deuteronomy 28. We get on that another time, or go on my timeline, and I got a whole bunch of explanation on that. Even if we weren't the people, even if we was just regular citizens, the lack of empathy, the lack of compassion, of just for the for us, for anybody, is amazing. It's really, 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 really amazing, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't treat people like that. You feel what I'm saying? And they've been for 400 years. They've been doing their thing, man. But guess what? The fullness of the Gentiles is in. 1619 to 2019 is 400 years, and all Hades is broke loose beginning in 2019, right in March, and it's been crazy. And America is going to be under judgment because the cup of iniquity is full, and God give us. He don't want no man to perish, so He give us the space to repent. But we harden our heart, and we're drawn away by our own lust as a nation, and it's going to get interesting. And brother Dana Stevens, shout out to Dana Stevens, Chicago, Illinois. He said he really believed that 45 have to get back in office because America's under judgment. The cup of iniquity is full. And if Joe get in the office, then when the whole thing fall apart, then they can blame it on the left for tearing it up. I'm gonna get on Joe too in a minute. I'm just starting off with y'all friend. So they believe that look, because when the bottom fall out, then they're gonna be like, see, look what they did. They tore the whole country up. You know what I'm saying? So he said he believed that 45 has to do another 4 and stay in there so the judgment can still finish happening on his watch. And he keep hardening his heart, and people, they keep all these divergences talking about the killings in Chicago, homosexuality, and abortion. But they never talk about the sin of racism. You know what I'm saying? But they talk about the sin of nationalism, sin of socialism, anything that anytime they think something's getting taken away from them. It is so amazing, man. But that's crazy, man. That's just crazy. So your boy not off the hook either. I ain't forgot about that 94 crime bill. You can say you sorry. How do we know to trust you? Everybody getting their needs met under the Barack Hussein's administration. The homosexuals got what they needed, right? They got same-sex marriage bills and laws and all of that. Under this administration right now, the Khazars, they moved their capital to Jerusalem and did all of their different things. And, this is God's due. Look what he did for God's people. Okay, whatever. Right? Everybody get what they want. Feel what I'm saying? But when it comes to us, we have no platform. We have no leverage. We have no allies. We only got one person that's for us, and that's Yahweh. In Deuteronomy 28, it said, no man shall buy you. In other words, no man will come for you. No man will comfort you. Nobody will comfort you. You're the apple of my eye. You know what I'm saying? We're saved by grace through faith through the blood of Yahushua. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying by nationality, Deuteronomy 28, we are the people of biblical Hebrews of scriptures from the tribe of Benjamin, Judah, or Levi, because those are the tribes that was together. But that's neither here nor there. Let's stick to this. The 94 crime bill that he helped endorse and sign put more people away. I have more family and friends get locked up. They got put away. and serving non violent offenders, non-violent time. It was crazy, man. I had cousins and family, locked up. It was just crazy, man. And they throw the book at you. 3 strikes laws, which means you get convicted the third time, even if it's minor, they can just lock you up. You feel what I'm saying? For crazy offense, the third offense might not be as strong as the first 2 offenses, right? Now I know you're saying, why you getting into trouble all of them many times? You should be locked away and throw away the key. Well, that's how some people feel. But that crime bill came and wrecked that, and the war on drugs, the crack cocaine that was allowed to be sold into our neighborhoods, tore our communities up. Really, really bad. Miss Harris, she locked a lot of people up. So it's kind of like, what's the lesser of 2 evils? Feel me? We got the racist poser acting like he a Christian and a Republican, or we got the racist Democrat who was gonna lock us up. You know what I'm saying? So we have no dog in the fight. There's a few reasons why I don't vote. I know people's like, man, you should vote. You should open your voice and da 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 da. No, I don't vote. I could do a whole other video on that. I believe presidents are selected, and not elected. We had a whole big turnout where first it looked like Hillary Rodham was winning. Then all of a sudden, bam, Trump won. Then they put out all this stuff about the Electoral College. And we went through this whole thing and we learned about it. We was educated about it. And we went right back to sleep with cognitive dissonance and said, we need to get out there and da-da-da-da-da. Man, it's Electoral College, man. And behind the Electoral College, they're selected. Like they're grooming the next person. But anyway, I think that the cup of iniquity is full and America's going to get judged. And it's terrible, man. But the end game is bigger than America. That's how narcissist and proud America is. So proud to thinking that they're untouchable because they got these military mites and they've been doing their thing for over 400 years. Y'all touchable. Every nation is touchable. Feel what I'm saying? But the end game is this new world order. One world government, one world religion, currency, a world police, all these different things. That's the end game. So they like, yes, please fight each other, have this civil war, then they can call martial law, and then they can say, see, fascism and racism didn't work, and then the Antifa side thing didn't, the left or the right didn't work. So we're gonna do we're gonna have a global team, and we're gonna section it off into 7 regions, and that's the end game. So they want us to implode and be destroyed and destroy ourselves, right? And turn on each other. And so they want that. And then also they want to crash the dollar, right? Hyperinflate the money. Yeah, you go to some places, you can't even pay money. You can't even pay coin. You got to have correct change. Dang, that's inflation. In some costs $1.70. All I got is $2. I got to give you the $2 and you got 30 more cents on my dollar. That's hyperinflation, right? They trying to crash the dollar. And it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. They want to go to cashless society. One thing about a cashless society I want to talk to you about is they can trace and track every dollar. People have been using the card a lot, right? When they transactions, when they buy stuff online or when they buy stuff at the store. But you can still take money out of the ATM, take money out of the bank, and that 20, and you can go buy food here, buy toilet paper there, or whatever. But a cashless society, they can track every transaction. Every transaction. It's all electronic. And then just think about the time. I think one time I went to go get some gas and the pumps was down, the electric was down or something. You cashless society, you can't get it. You don't have access to your money. You don't have access to the goods because the lights went out. Or they can mess around and do something to your money. And now you don't have access to it. Feel what I'm saying? So it's not a good idea to go cashless. And then eventually they're talking about the RFID chip in your hand or your forehead, but we're not going into all of that right now because that's not what the show about. But I'm saying the end game is to get this new world order going, man. That's what the end game is for, to get this new world order going, man. And so it's bigger than America. So they crash the dollar. So you see Russia, they want to be the lust of the flesh, lust of the eye, pride of life is for every nation, right? So Russia, they wants to be in charge. China, they want to be in charge, right? Right? And all of their allies with them. So if you crash the dollar or take the power away from the dollar, you know what I'm saying? Dollar is the petroleum currency. You know, you crash the dollar, mess it all up. You can either get another currency or get a global currency. So that takes the power away, because our product is consumerism, buying a bunch of stuff. All of these shops and malls and the Magnificent Mile, going shopping and Black Friday and going to the shops at Beverly Hills and, you know, Gucci and Fendi and Prada and all this old goofy stuff that we didn't put some high price tag on this goofy stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just my opinion, man. So if you get down with a lot of fashion and style, don't hate. I'm just sharing my opinion, man. It's here today, gone tomorrow. You know, the value of it drops as soon as you walk out the store with it. And then in 2 to 3 weeks, they're going to come out with a purple one, and you're going to need to get the purple one because the red was no longer in style. And it's just a vicious cycle. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to catch the wind and put it in the jar, and you can't do that. So that's the end game, right? And so a lot of folk be like, man, they don't see it, right? But that's what's really, really going on. So Israel, those who people don't believe in Israel, we don't have no dog in this fight. We really don't have no dog. I'm not saying being hopeless. I'm not being doom and gloom. I'm just keeping the reality. I'm trying to keep it real. I'm trying to tell you what's really, really going on. So we got to cry out to the Most High. He's our only ally. We want love and acceptance and respect from the nation, from this nation. But say it again. We want love, acceptance, and respect from this nation. We want it so bad. God said, I've loved you with a perfect love. I'm jealous for you. You know, the song said he is jealous for me. So we have to be truly awakened and coming to the knowledge of who we are in Yahushua, and accept the blood atonement sacrifice of Yahushua HaMashiach is being the scapegoat lamb, the scapegoat and the lamb, right? He's both of those, right? And he's the bull. You know, he's the sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice. So we don't have to go up every year and sacrifice bulls and goats. He replaced those, and he's the fulfillment of the law. And so when he said it is finished, he was hanging on the cross. Eli, lama sabachthani, my God, why have you forsaken me? And he gave up the ghost. He said, it is finished. And he gave up his ghost. And it said the veil of the temple rent from top to bottom. That means it was ripped or tore from top to bottom, meaning we don't have to do the high with the going to there once a year with the high priest, because he is our high priest after the order of Melchizedek. It says in Hebrews. So when we get reconciled back to the Father, being covenant right relationship with him, then we get everything that come with it. Okay. Once you serve your time is up. If I got convicted of something and you're going to serve 10 years and I served all 10, they can't hold me 11 years. They can't hold me 12 years. They can't hold me. They have to let me go once my time is served. 2019, our time is up, right? So, and the dragon knows that his time is up, and the dragon knows Maranatha, Yahushua HaMashiach, is returning soon. And so he's trying to introduce his stuff. He wants to be like the Most High, as it said in Isaiah 14. He will ascend his stars. He will ascend his throne above the Most High. You're trying to be like the Most High, man. And that pride is crazy. And he's offering people a bill of goods that he can't cash. He's offering them empty promises. And that's the sad and the scary part is I'm going to say it like this. A lot of racist evangelicals think they're on God's team, Yahweh's team. But they can't see because they got the scales over their eyes. They're blind to the things that easily beset them, man. They're not laying aside every weight. They want to hold on to this American dream. They want to hold on, but at the cost and the expense of someone else. God said, earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. God also said that the cattle on 1,000 hills is mine. You don't have to hook a crook or steal or come up with some industrial privatized prison or hijack the music industry and come out with this. We only hear one type of music now. We only hear one type of music. You feel what I'm saying? As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So when we hear that music, it gets in our spirit. And when it's time to handle problems, we handle problems like the soundtrack of our life. But that's a whole nother different story. I don't want to get into that. Elephant Man Podcast Network. Subscribe, like, share. Tag other people, let other people know, man. But it's serious out there. There's no dog in the fight. We got to look to the hill, which comes our help, and know that he is for us. And if Yahweh is for us, who can be against us? All right? Holla at you next time. Shalom.
Perfect.